Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So in the previous lecture, we have seen the basics of functions and we have seen some basic programs as well. And we have also covered the default arguments topic in that one, right? So in today's class, let us try to cover the keyword arguments and variable length arguments and some more topics. Okay, so now let us see what is a keyword argument. The idea is to allow the caller to specify the argument name with values so that the caller does not need to remember the order of parameters. Okay, so basically, what is the use of keyword arguments is we need not to remember the order of the parameters. Okay, so we can use the keyword and we can pass the value so that order doesn't matter. Okay, so let me show you with that one. So I have created an empty Python file that is variable keyword argument. And what you're going to do is just define and a function name. I just given a function name as func, and let us write. Let us take name comma rule number just for example, and let us put some print statements here. Name equal to, and put name print, and let us put a string roll number equal to roll. And here what is the procedure, and after defining the function and writing the statements, we need to call it, right? Call the function with the name, and first we need to pass name. Okay, in the list we are having name, right? Name, let us write something x y z, and we need to pass the roll number 14. Okay, and let us run it. We got name and roll number, right? So in the place of name xyz is passed, and in the place of roll number 14 is passed. Okay, and for example, if you're having many number of parameters inside, see here we are having only two, we are able to remember the order. That is, first we are having name and second we are having roll number. For example, we are having some 10-15 parameters. You cannot always remember the order, right? So the here comes the use of keyword arguments. That is nothing but just write name, just write roll number and put equal to, and put some 15, and name equal to xyz. Now let us run it. We got the same, see, xyz and 15. That is nothing but rule number is second in the list, but here we are passing it as first one. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is keyword arguments. That is nothing but we can just directly write the parameter name and put an equal to, and we can directly put the value here. Okay, it doesn't matter where it is in the list. It doesn't matter whether it is the first in the list or it is in the second in the list or anywhere else. Okay, just put the name here and you can just pass the value as well. Okay, so this is the use of keyword arguments. Okay, and let us see what is the use of variable length arguments now. There is nothing but in Python, we can pass a variable number of arguments to a function using special symbols. There are two types of special name keyword, that is args and kwargs. Okay, so this one we won't be using and this one we'll be using the two very rarely. Okay, so let me show you what is that one, variable length, and let us create a function. Define, and let us give the function name, and let us put args. Okay, and first let me write the program. And let us call the function comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6, and let us run it. There you go, we got 1 2 3 4 5 6. We are having only one parameter inside a function, but we are passing multiple here. We are passing 6 values. How it is possible? Because of variable length. That is nothing but if you put star and if you write args, that is nothing but, and we can pass multiple values into that one. If you put star, okay, that is nothing but it will be like a tuple. Okay, so let us args and let us run it. This is how it will be created. We have studied about tuple, right? How will you access inside a tuple? Using for loop. Okay, so for I in args, print I. Okay, so first what is I? 1, and after the 2, after the 3 4. Okay, and we can also use it as for I in range length of arcs. Okay, arcs of I. You can also use like this. Okay, int object is not iterable. For I in, we forgot to put the range, right? Range, and now let us try to print it. Yes, now it is running successfully. Okay, so this is the use of variable length. That is nothing but if you put star and something, and we can use multiple things to pass it, and we can, for example, if we are having a tuple here, okay, we are having a tuple, and if you want to find the sum of this all the elements, how will you do that one? Just take a variable add equal to 0. Initially let the variable be 0, okay, and for every iteration we should add the number to the add. Okay, so add equal to add plus arcs of I, and after that one let us just remove it. After the for loop, let us write print add. Now let me run it. 21, that is nothing but the sum of these numbers is 21. Okay, so let me show you. Now let me explain you how it is working. Okay, so we are passing 1 2 3 4 5 6. That is nothing but inside this one now 1 2 3 4 5 6 are stored, and initially we are storing a variable that is add equal to 0, and next we are running for loop for I in range length of arcs. What is the length of arcs? We are passing 6, right? That is nothing but 6 is the length. First, what is the I range? If you are not writing nothing here, it will be counted as 0. Okay, and add equal to add plus arcs of I. What is your add equal to? 0 initially, right? So that is nothing but add equal to 0 plus arcs of I. What is the I value initially? 0. Okay, and what is there at 0 at the position? 1. Okay, so now what is the value of add now? What is the value of add? 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and next iteration, that is nothing but I value is 1. Okay, we have seen the I value of 0 completed. Now let us take I value as 1. Okay, and now add equal to, what is the previous add value is 1. That is 1 plus arcs, and I value is 1. Okay, what is at the first position? 2. What is 1 plus 2? 3. Okay, so now add value is 3. Similarly 3 plus 4, 3 plus 3, and what is 3 plus 6? 6 plus 4, 10. Okay, 10 plus 5, 15, and lastly 15 plus 6 is 21, and finally we are coming out of the for loop and we are printing the final value, that is add. Okay, so this is the use of variable length arguments. Okay, so we have seen the different type of arguments which are available in Python, and now let us see what is return statement and what is a lambda function. Okay, so now let us see the return statement. Return statement we have already seen in the first lecture, right? There is nothing but just return and put something. And for example, I will explain you here itself what is the use of return. Instead of writing print, you can just return it. Return add, and add a print function here. Print. Okay, we got the same answer, 21. How it is possible? Instead of printing inside the function, we are returning the add. Add is nothing but 21 here, and we are returning into inside the function call. Okay, so inside this one now 21 is present, and we are directly printing the 21. Okay, so I hope you guys understood what is the use of return statement. That is nothing but instead of print statement, we can also use return statement. Okay, and to understand the use of return statement very easily, and let me create a program. Return statement.py. Okay, and define function 1, and let us write num1 comma num2, and let us take a variable x equal to num1 plus num2 and return x. Let us create another function, define function 2, num3 comma num4, and let us take y equal to num1 star num4 comma, and now what we're going to do is let us call the function 1 now, and let us store it in z. Function 1 of num3 comma num4, and now let us print y z. Let me show you what is happening here. Let us call the second function and let us pass 3 comma 4, and let us run it. We got the answer. See, 3 comma 4 I am calling, only one function I am calling, but we are getting two, the addition and multiplication as well, that is print y. What is y here? num3 star num4, that is num3 equal to 3, num4 equal to 4. So what is 3 4s are 12, and we also want the addition of them. Okay, we are passing two numbers, we want the addition, we also want the multiplication. Okay, multiplication is directly taken care by this function, but for addition we need another function, that is nothing but this function, function 1. Okay, so what we're going to do is call the function 1. How will you call that one? Just write the function name and pass the same numbers, num3 num4, that is nothing but in the place of num1 num3 will come, in the place of num2 what will go? Number 4. Okay, what is the number num3 and number 4? 3 comma 4. It will go here and it will compute x equal to num3 plus num4. Okay, num1 and num2 are replaced by these two, right? num3 comma num4. Okay, 3 plus 4 7, and x is being returned. Where it is being returned? Inside the function call. Okay, so now here x will come down here, that is z equal to x. X is what is x? 3 plus 4 7. Okay, so now y equal to 3 4s are 12, z equal to 3 plus 4 7. Okay, so this is how the return statement is used. So we can access other functions as well when you are inside a function. Okay, and with the use of return statement. So this is the use of return statement. And next one is lambda function. Okay, so lambda function can take any number of arguments but can have only one expression. Okay, and lambda arguments expression. Let me explain you what is a lambda function. Okay, so lambda function, let us create a new file. It is also known as anonymous function. Okay, lambda function is also known as anonymous function. Let us write f equal to lambda x comma y comma z x plus y plus z. Okay, lambda space arguments colon expression. Okay, and what we're going to do is print f of 1 comma 2 comma 3, and now let us run it. 6. Okay, so what is happening here is a lambda function is nothing but it can have any number of arguments but only one expression. Okay, so that is nothing but f equal to f is a function name and lambda space x comma y comma z. These are the number of parameters. You can have any number of parameters. I have taken only 3 parameters here. Okay, so x y z, and put a colon, and right side put the expression, that is nothing but if you want to find the sum of 3 numbers, just put x plus y plus z, and while printing open the brackets, call the function. What is the function name? F, open the brackets and pass the parameters. In the place of x 1 will be replaced, in the place of y 2 will be replaced, in the place of z 3 will be replaced, and it will compute the sum of the 3 numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3. What is that one? 6. And finally we are using the print statement to print the final value. Okay, so here we can use multiple times. This is same as function 5 comma 6 comma 7. Let us check this one. 18. 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 18. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. What is a lambda function? It is also known as anonymous function. Okay, so a lambda function can take any number of arguments but can have only one expression. Okay, so the next topic is recursion. Okay, so let us see what is recursion. Recursion is the process of defining something in terms of itself. There is nothing but in the normal function, we are calling the function by ourselves, right? There is nothing but we are calling the function explicitly. That is, we are calling the function only once, right? So in recursion, a function is called by itself until the base condition is satisfied. Okay, so let us see the advantages and let us also see the code of the example code of the recursion. Okay, so recursion function makes the code look clean and elegant. A complete task can be broken into simple subproblems using recursion. Sequence generation is easier with recursion than some nested iteration. Okay, and before going to that one, let us do a factorial program. Okay, factorial program using normal loops. Factorial loops.py. We have seen the concept of loops, right? So now let us try to execute. Define fact n, and what we're going to do, let us take a variable product equal to 1. For example, if you are finding the sum of something, take it as 0, and take it, and for product take it as 1. Okay, and for I in range 1 comma n plus 1, product equal to product star I. For some, what we will write, add equal to add plus I. Here product equal to product star I, and just print product. Call the function fact 5. Let's run it. 120. So I assume that many of you are aware what is the factorial. Factorial is nothing but, for example, we are passing 5 here, right? That is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Okay, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 6 into 4, 24, and 24 into 5 is 120. Okay, so this is how it is used using loops. That is nothing but using a for loop. We are computing the factorial of the program, right? So initially product, here the I value taken as 1 comma n plus 1. Why n plus 1? Because n plus 1, and the right side thing is subtracted by 1. Okay, n plus 1 minus 1, that is n. Okay, so up to n it is multiplied. Okay, and now let us try to do the same program with recursion. Factorial recursion.py, and here we need to put recursive logic. Okay, rfact if n double equal to 1, return 1, else n star r fact of n minus 1. Print r fact of 5. Now let us try to run it. We got the same program. Now let me explain you what is recursion. The recursion code is very simple, right? Just only one if statement and else statement, and it is done. So what is happening is, in recursion, a function is called itself until the base condition is satisfied. Okay, so first we are for calling the function with 5 as an argument. Okay, and here this is known as base condition. Okay, what is base condition? If n is equal to 1, then return 1. What is 1 factorial? 1, right? So this is base condition. So you guys remember this one. If n is equal to 1, just return 1. And here for passing, what is the n value of 5? Is it equal to 1? No, it is not, right? And it will go into else now. And we are returning n star r fact of n minus 1. Okay, n star r fact of n minus 1. This is the logic which is used to compute factorial using recursion. Okay, and what is n here? Initially 5. 5 into r fact of n minus 1. What is r fact of n minus 1? N value is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, we are returning into this one. Okay, 5 into the function call with argument 4. Okay, and it will go down here, and it will call the function again with, now what is the n value here? N minus 1. That is, what is n minus 1? 4. And it will go here. It will check, is n equal to 1? No, it is not. It is equal to 4, right? And what will happen, it will go into else again, and it will go down here, and it will go subtract again. And after doing this multiple times, n will be equal to 1, right? And when it is equal to 1, it will return 1. Okay, so what will happen is, first it will calculate the for 1 factorial. What is 1 factorial? 1. And next it will go to the 2 factorial. What is 2 factorial? 2 into r fact of 2 minus 1. What is 2 minus 1? 1. Okay, we are having 1 factorial. Okay, 1 factorial. And what is n? 2. 2 into 1 is 2. We got 2 factorial now. And now we want to calculate the 3 factorial. Okay, what is the value of n now? 3. And for calculating 3 factorial, we need this one, r fact of n minus 1. What is n minus 1? 3 minus 1, 2. We have the 2 factorial value, right? What is the value of 2 factorial? 2. 3. And n equal to 3, and this one is 2. 3 into 2, 6. Okay, now we are having 3 factorial, that is 6. Now we want to calculate the 4 factorial. And what is the n value here? 4 now. And what is this value? N minus 1? 3. We have the 3 factorial value. What is that? 6. Okay, now 4 star 6. What is 4 star 6? 24. Okay, now we want to calculate the 5 factorial. That is nothing but n equal to 5. And this one carries the 4 factorial. That is nothing but what is n minus 1? 5 minus 1 is 4. We are having 24 into 5. What is 24 into 5? 120. So finally it computes the factorial value, and it will return into the function call. That is nothing but here it will be stored. What is that? 120. So finally 120 is being printed. Okay, so this is factorial program using recursion. Okay, I hope you guys understood what is factorial and what is recursion. Let us take one more example. Fibonacci series .py. Okay, it is taking time to save. Let us wait. Okay, it is struck. Let us wait for 2 seconds. Okay, now it came. So first of all, let me explain you what is a Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series is nothing but the third number will be the sum of first two numbers. Okay, so it will be 0 comma 0, 0 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 8 comma 13 comma and so on. So how it is 0 comma 1 are base conditions, and third number will be sum of the previous two numbers, I said, right? So third number will be sum of two numbers. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, and here I have 2. How it came? Sum of previous two numbers. 1 plus 1 is 2, and we are having 3 here, and after that one 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, and how we got 5 here? 3 plus 2, 5. How we got 8 here? 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. What is the basic Fibonacci series? Okay, so now let us try to go and write the Fibonacci series using a recursion. Okay, define Fibo n, and if n is equal to 0, return 0. And if n double equal to 1, return 1. Else, this is the logic which is used for finding the nth Fibonacci number. Okay, Fibo of n minus 1 plus Fibo of n minus 2. Print Fibo of 5. Let us take and let us run it. We got 5. What is 0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're getting 5. I guess we made somewhere a mistake. If n equal to 0, return 0. If n equal to 1, return 1. N equal to 1 or n double equal to 2. Now, okay, so if you put n equal to 6 and let us try to print it, and we're getting 8. Okay, So this is how you use Fibonacci series, and you use recursion in order to find the Fibonacci series. Okay, so there is also a way to do this in loops, that is nothing but using for loop or while loop. You guys try to do that one. If you guys do not get that one, just try to ping us and we will help you. Okay, so we have seen two examples of recursion, and the advantages is the code will look clean and it will all look very simple. Okay, and the code will length of the code will be reduced. And let us see the one more thing before we wrap up our class, that is recursion versus iteration. Okay, so that is recursion and iteration. Definition: function calls itself, that is nothing but function will call itself, right? I have explained you the total concept of recursion. Okay, so and a set of instructions repeated executed. Iteration is nothing but for loop inside a function. We have seen the example of factorial, right? And recursion for functions, iteration for loops. Okay, termination through base case, where will the no function call. Okay, so once the condition reaches the base case, or it will automatically terminates. Okay, when terminates, condition for the iteration ceases to be satisfied. That is the thing, but when the condition inside the loop is kind of satisfied, then automatically it is terminated. Okay, use it when code size need to be solved and time complexity is not an issue. Okay, so when the code size needs to be small and time complexity is not an issue. Time complexity you guys need not to learn at now, and you guys will learn at the concept of time complexity in data structures and algorithms. Okay, so you don't worry about this one, don't worry about this point. Okay, and code size, and the code size in the recursion is very small, and compared to iteration it is very small, and iteration has a little bigger code that is greater than recursion. And this is time complexity, and time complexity is not so in the syllabus for you, and you guys need not to worry about this one. Okay, so we have seen the functions and up to recursions, right? So in the coming class, let us see what are the modules and what are the packages. Okay, and we'll also see what is a doc string and etc. Okay, and if you guys have any kind of doubts, do not hesitate to ping us. We are here to help you. Okay, and thank you guys.